Marcus Aurelius wrote that when we wake up in the morning, we should remember how lucky we are to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. We should try to have mornings that reflect this Stoic gratitude for life. Today, we have a morning routine based on Stoic wisdom. It helps bring peace and purpose to your day. Before we start, please like the video to support me in spreading Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Think about how life is always changing and doesn't last forever. Stoic philosophy believes that everything in life is temporary and won't last forever. Every morning, before everything gets noisy, take a moment to really focus on this fact. Find a quiet place where you can sit without being interrupted. Sit in a way that is comfortable, but also keeps you alert. Close your eyes and imagine the huge universe with stars being born and dying and galaxies spinning. Think of the Earth as a very small dot within this vastness. Consider the history of civilizations, the tall mountains, and the rivers that have created pathways. Now, concentrate and imagine your own life as just a tiny moment in the big picture. This thought isn't meant to make us feel less important, but to realize how valuable and short our time here is. Recognizing that life is temporary reminds us how important each day is. When we fully understand how short our time is, we tend to focus on what really matters, rather than getting caught up in unimportant things and arguments. Waking up with this mindset helps you approach the day with a stronger sense of purpose this morning. Ritual isn't about being scared of death, but about appreciating the present moment with love, respect, and taking action. Seneca said that life feels longer when we know how to make the most of it. And by starting our mornings with this activity, we remind ourselves to live each day in a complete, meaningful, and graceful way. Writing down your thoughts in a journal is an important practice in Stoicism. It's not just about writing down what happened, but it's like having a personal conversation with yourself. It helps you think deeply about your life and can bring a sense of peace and release. The act of turning thoughts into words on paper can have a big impact. Start by picking a journal that feels right for you. It could be a plain notebook, a fancy diary, or even a digital document. This is a special place for you to express yourself without worrying about what others think. Every morning, write down the first thoughts that come to your mind. They might be related to dreams you had, how you felt the day before, or what you're looking forward to that day. This helps you clear your mind and feel more organized. After that, try to think about things you are grateful for. In life, we often focus on what we don't have or what we want. Stoicism helps us appreciate the present by teaching us the importance of being grateful. Take time to think of 3 things you truly appreciate, such as the comfort of a blanket, someone's smile, or the opportunity to start a new day. Besides being grateful, take a moment to reflect on a Stoic principle or think about a personal difficulty you're facing. Ask yourself some questions. Am I living in line with my values? Did I make impulsive decisions rather than reasoned ones yesterday? How can I improve today? Remember, this isn't about criticizing yourself, but about becoming more aware and growing. Finally, decide on a purpose for the day by using your journal to write down a straightforward statement or promise inspired by the Stoic values of wisdom, bravery, fairness, and self-control. This helps you know what is right and wrong and helps you make good choices and decisions during the day. Remember, your journal is like a mirror that shows your true emotions and thoughts. It is a useful tool that can be your friend and mentor. Marcus Aurelius wrote a book called Meditations that was very important to the Stoic philosophy. At first, it was his own personal journal where he wrote down his thoughts and ideas. It helped him remember the Stoic principles and how to make good choices in life, especially when things were complicated. Think about what you want to achieve each day instead of setting big goals. When we have goals, we have something we want to achieve in the future. Goals are focused on the results and accomplishments we want to reach. Intentions, on the other hand, are about how we want to live in the present moment. They are connected to our values and the kind of person we want to be every day. In the philosophy of Stoicism, it is important to understand that we can only control certain things in life. Goals tend to be related to things outside of our control. Even when we try our best, unexpected hurdles can come up. But our intentions are still strong and rooted in our control. They are reminders of our beliefs and a decision to shape our own path, no matter what happens around us. When you start your morning after writing in your journal to clear your thoughts, think about the type of day you want to have. Instead of just thinking about what needs to be done, who do I want to be today? Do you want to be patient and enjoy each moment without hurrying? Do you want to be kind and caring to both yourself and other people? If you realize that everyone is facing their own problems, or if you want to be brave and face challenges directly, write down your intentions. These intentions could be like today, I will listen more and talk less. I will try to understand conflicts, or I will find calm moments in chaotic situations. These are not just tasks to complete, but reminders of the person you want to become. As Seneca said, it doesn't matter what you go through, but how you handle it. Our intentions serve as our guide each day, helping us with how we react to things. Decisions and actions are not just things we hope to do. They are things we actively choose to do, and they determine how our day turns out. By deciding what you want to focus on each day, you are not only focused on achieving specific goals, but also on following moral values. You are not measuring success solely based on what you accomplish, but also on how you behave, react, and live your life. This change in perspective is in line with Stoic teachings and guarantees that no matter what happens during the day, you will act in a way that aligns with your principles. When things are unpredictable, it can be difficult to have a clear idea of where you're going on your personal journey. Welcome and accept feeling uncomfortable. In today's world, people expect to have comfort and see it as a measure of progress. But wise Stoics believe that constantly seeking comfort might actually hinder personal growth. They believed in intentionally doing things that make them uncomfortable to make their spirit stronger, build resilience, and be ready for tough times in life. A Stoic philosopher named Seneca once suggested setting aside a certain number of days for this practice. During this time, you should be satisfied with very little and inexpensive food and wear rough clothes. Think to yourself that if this is the situation I was afraid of, the purpose is not to cause unnecessary discomfort, but to free ourselves from relying too much on things that bring us comfort and to remember our natural inner power. When you wake up, try doing small things that push you out of your comfort zone. For example, taking a cold shower can wake you up and make you feel more alive. It's not just about waking up your body, but also about renewing your motivation and reminding yourself that you can handle challenges and succeed. Another option is to skip your usual cup of coffee and rely on your own inner strength and determination instead. You could also try spending 10 minutes meditating on a difficult experience you've had in the past, which can help you grow and reflect. acknowledging the power you showed and the progress that came out of it, or deciding to commute to work on foot or by bike rather than driving, allowing yourself to be fully aware of your surroundings and embracing the physical effort as a way to appreciate what your body can do. The reason for doing this is for two main reasons. Firstly, doing things that are uncomfortable every day helps to train our mind and spirit, similar to how athletes train their bodies. By stepping out of our comfort zones in small ways, we prepare ourselves for unexpected challenges in life. Secondly, by occasionally giving up certain comforts, we learn to appreciate them more when we have them. We also understand that these comforts are not the most important things for our happiness or contentment. When you are willing to accept and face uncomfortable situations, you are not being cruel or hard on yourself. You are making yourself stronger and accessing a deeper source of power by letting go of things you don't need. Dependencies and being calm about being free, because you understand that real happiness doesn't depend on things outside of yourself. Try to pay attention to the present moment and calm your mind through meditation. Although Stoicism and mindfulness have originated from different cultures, with Stoicism originating from ancient Greece and mindfulness originating from Eastern traditions, they come together nicely by focusing on living a balanced and meaningful life. The Stoics were highly aware of the present moment and believed that most human suffering comes from thinking too much about the past or worrying too much about the future. Epictetus wisely said that people are upset not by things themselves, but by how they see those things. He said that how we see things in the present moment are very important. Start your morning by finding a quiet place to clear your mind and focus on the present moment. You don't have to sit in a specific position or say certain words unless it feels right for you. It's just about bringing yourself back to the present and finding inner peace. Look for a peaceful place and find a comfy position. Shut your eyes and focus on what's happening inside you. Begin by just paying attention to your breathing. Notice how your chest rises and falls, or how the air feels going in and out of your nostrils. Your breath is always there, like an anchor to keep you in the present moment. When your thoughts start to wander, as they often do, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judging yourself. Once you are comfortable, pay attention to how your body feels. Notice the heaviness of your body on the chair or floor and the temperature of the room. Also, feel the fabric against your skin. Don't try to create a story or explanation for these feelings. Just acknowledge that they exist. After that, start looking at your thoughts and feelings. Imagine them as leaves on a stream or clouds in the sky, moving slowly. The important thing is to detach yourself and be an observer rather than a participant. This practice goes well with the Stoic belief that we should separate events from our opinions about them. At the end of your meditation, think about a Stoic idea or quote. For example, you can think about what Marcus Aurelius said, that our thoughts can change our lives. Take this wisdom to heart and let it guide your actions and reactions for the day. Adding mindfulness and meditation to your morning routine is more than just a calming habit. It's a way to practice Stoicism by appreciating the present moment. This involves recognizing the difference between things happening around you and how you respond internally, and developing a strong mindset to handle life's uncertainties. Go back to studying Stoic teachings. The wise ideas in Stoic teachings can help us live our lives with resilience and purpose. But we can't just read these teachings once and forget about them. We need to consistently pay attention to them and use them in our daily actions so they can grow inside us and have an impact on our lives. Every morning, make it a habit to learn from the teachings of wise Stoic philosophers. This could be the deep thoughts of Marcus Aurelius, the helpful and reassuring letters of Seneca, or the practical discussions of Epictetus. Instead of just reading these books like any other book, treat them with respect and purpose. You can start by randomly choosing a passage from a Stoic text or using a special Stoic daily meditation book. This method can feel special and often leads you to a piece of wisdom that feels surprisingly relevant to your current situation or the day ahead. Once you've chosen a passage, take a moment to really think about it and let it sink in. Please read this text carefully and think deeply about each word and idea. Try to understand its meaning and think about how it applies to your own life. After you have thought about it for a while, you may want to write down your thoughts in a journal. Journaling is not just about writing, but also about reflecting and interpreting the ancient wisdom for yourself. As you write, you may uncover new meanings or connections to your own experiences. However, Stoicism is primarily about taking action. The real purpose of this morning routine is to apply what you have learned today. If you are taught about how life is temporary, let it motivate you to appreciate every moment. If someone tells you that other people's opinions don't matter, use that advice to protect yourself from unnecessary criticism or praise. Every lesson taught by Stoic philosophy is meant to inspire you to take action and make your day better by being virtuous and wise. If you have the privilege of going through this Stoic journey with friends or in a community, it would be helpful to talk to them about these teachings. Having conversations where you share your own thoughts and listen to different opinions can help you understand things better and promote a sense of community growth. In simple terms, revisiting Stoic teachings each morning is more than just reading them. This is about making a promise to live with awareness, intention, and virtue every day. The Stoics remind us that true learning isn't just about understanding, but about actually living out and embodying wisdom. Keep practicing and embracing everything that happens to you. In the vast collection of Stoic teachings, there is a very important principle called amor fati, or the love of one's fate. This principle is both very deep and very simple to understand. It does not mean we should just give up and accept whatever happens to us without doing anything, but rather it means we should fully embrace and accept both the good and bad things that happen in our lives. Every day, as the sun rises and brings a new day, we also face the uncertainties and unknowns of life. When things don't go as planned or our hopes are disappointed, unexpected difficulties may arise. During these times, we are encouraged to embrace the Stoic principle of amor fati. This principle invites us to not just accept, but to genuinely love whatever comes our way. Imagine you are in a difficult situation. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" think about how you can learn and improve from it. You may even realize that this situation is exactly what you needed. This way of thinking gives you the freedom and liberation to face challenges. Changing perspective does not make the difficulties less important. Instead, it helps us see the good things that come out of them, the things we can learn from, and the strength that we gain. To embrace amor fati in the mornings, spend a little time getting ready for the day in your mind. Think about the difficulties you might face and see them as important parts of your journey that the universe has chosen to make you a better person. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "Obstacles can be used to our advantage." Whatever is in our way can be seen as a part of our journey. This mindset, called amor fati, teaches us that every event, no matter how small or important, is a valuable experience. It reminds us that we are not controlled by fate, but active participants who can transform any situation into an opportunity for personal growth, wisdom, and appreciation. As you go through your day, keep this philosophy in mind. Let Amor Fati be your guide, helping you navigate through difficult times with resilience and through happy times with gratitude. Always move forward with unwavering love for the journey that is life. The wisest way to get back at someone is to not stoop down to their level, as Marcus Aurelius once said. Don't be the enemy of your own peace and well-being. Which one of these things will you add to your morning routine? Please leave a comment below. I hope you liked the video, and thank you for joining us. Immersing in these Stoic practices can change your mornings, days, and life positively.